Sunny OG here, making a video in Whistler, BC at the Lost Lake, which is a beautiful place to be. I've come here today to bust out a camera for the first time with my face in front of it, spewing nonsensical stuff here in Whistler. This is the first time, and not to mention, this is the first time I've done this in about a year. The reason for that is because in the meantime, I've developed a very massively sensitive ego. I've just read The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, so ego is a word I'm dropping right now. I've developed this sort of ego where I am doing things in my life that I'm proud of, but I haven't felt in a position to share it with people along with insights that I've gained. Something that I used to do in videos when I started at the age of about 18 probably, and I was very proud to do that, and it was very thrilling for me, and I really loved sharing value. So I'm doing this today in spite of, actually today I don't feel that well, and I was about to make an excuse. Well, now that I don't feel well because there's a change of events, now that I don't feel well, I have no reason to make a video. And then my higher self had to slap that away and say, no, you're going to make a video regardless of anything, and you're probably not even going to talk about what you intended to speak about, but you're just going to do it. So that's why I'm here today. Something that has stopped me, and first let's talk about why I started this. I started making videos in the first place because I gained so much immense value from watching motivational speakers on YouTube, on the internet. And now these are not the people that you necessarily see at TED Talks or up rocking huge stages. These are just people who pull out their cameras and they just speak as the people that they are. And from watching that, I have grown so much as a person. I've expanded my thoughts. I've just felt so empowered and improved by these people. So when I started making videos, what I thought was, well, as much as these people say really amazing and novel things and they share amazing concepts, whenever they speak about it, I'm never quite hit with this like intense novelty. It always like shake in my body. I'd love it because I resonated with it so deeply. I understood the material, the motivational speaking, the go after what you want in life and be free and liberated. I understood that so deeply, and I felt, well, since as much as I am learning, it's also resonating, and I could recompose these thoughts and concepts from my own voice, a unique voice. And since I've stopped making videos, I've taken on this mindset of, well, those are the speakers. Those are the people who can share value through a video camera and put it on the internet. Those are the people who can expose themselves. Those people can do it, but I can't. I'm not them. That's what I would tell myself. I've had to debunk that because also in the meantime, since moving here to Whistler, getting my job, and not doing this sort of stuff that I love doing, not doing public speaking, which I love doing, I've fallen in and out of depressions, which are no fun for anyone who's watching. You've probably been swamped in depressions, and it's hard to get out of bed, and I know that my happiness is directly related to my purpose in life and having a sense of purpose in life, and I know that I haven't allowed myself to have a sense of purpose in life. Even though I'm here in one of the most beautiful places in Canada, and it's amazing to be here, I could still feel down and lack gratitude and just feel so horrible. So I want to change that. I want to reteach myself the things I used to say in my videos when I was just a little shitty teenager who would go in public with a camera and say things and be super nervous. I want to be that again, and I want to be better than that, because everything I would say when I was younger than I am right now, I've just turned 21, it makes so much sense, and I don't even feel like I'm that person anymore. And that's something I would think of in my depression a lot, how I would think of that whole term, that whole concept of like peaking when you're in high school or whatever, which I didn't do. I peaked after high school. And I want to believe I'm still going to continue to peak in life. That's the whole point of this. I believed I would never be as good as I was at 17 or 18. I would never feel that good again. And I would truly buy into that. But what I've had to remind myself is that everything is always changing, and I'm always changing, and I'll continue to change. Right now I'm at the Lost Lake, and something that I want to point out, which is really cool, I find, is that I was here for the first time a week and a half ago, and the whole lake was frozen. Look at it today, completely melted and beautiful. So it reminds me of a quote which I love, and also I happened to love when I was like 16, 17, starting to read Waldo Emerson. And I would say this quote all the time and like push it down my friends' throats just because I loved it so much. And I'm becoming reminded of it now, doing walks in nature and whatnot, is adopt the pace of nature. Her secret is patience. So nature's always changing. Nature is proud. It just is. It is what it is, and it takes whatever, and it keeps moving, it keeps going, and it always has integrity. You know, just hang out in a little piece of woods, or like even like hang out in front of a pot of flowers or something, and you'll realize, just watch it, you'll realize there's so much pride and integrity and purpose. Specifically, there's so much purpose. Unapologetic purpose. I was actually walking here in the woods yesterday, and I was thinking how amazed I was by the excellence of the trees, and how it's so much more of an honor to be walking in nature here than I imagine it would be walking on a sidewalk in Hollywood with people's names engraved in some stone. Who cares? Who cares? There's so much more beauty and so much more to be grateful about. I feel like I've gone a little off topic, which I'm okay with because I'm trying to be more okay with myself. And I film these videos because I know that I've come from darker places. I've come from being born what seems a depressed child. You can ask my mom about that, that's for sure. And making a decision in my young life to change that, and I did. And there was a time in my life when I went from here to here, and I felt myself come back here, and I felt stuck here. I'm here to change that, and I'm here to be in front of my camera to share that journey and share these thoughts and just put myself out there, because this is frankly what I want to do. And some people that have reminded me of this would be my cousin, who's famous on YouTube, Greg O'Gallagher from Kino Body Fitness. He said in a video recently to just put yourself out there, put out in the world what you want to see in the world, which I know many other people have said, but he's made himself into what he's wanted to be, and that's inspiring. Yesterday, my girlfriend, my amazing lover, she said to me with a huge smile on her face that if she doesn't get accepted into university for next semester, that she is going to make her own curriculum with art projects and everything that she wants to do, and she's going to challenge herself to learn. She's going to make something out of herself. And when I focus on these people closer to me, less so the people I look up to on YouTube who are self-made motivational speakers, the people who are further away. When I look at these people in my communities, when I hang out among trees, I remember what I want to be, and I love that, and I'm so grateful for that. And my mom on Christmas reminded me of that too, when she gave me this camera, because my camera was stolen from me a year ago. So everything's falling into place, and it's become very clear to me that my purpose is to spew nonsense at a camera. And that's because I think if I can benefit from a whole handful of different speakers, then why wouldn't someone else benefit from one more? And not to mention one more that is a girl. I'm a woman, and all the speakers I look up to, they're all actually very empowered men, not a single woman. So yeah, that's where I am today. That's where I'm coming from, and I look forward to anyone who tunes into these videos and encourages me, and I look forward to you watching myself on my journey to encourage me back to my purpose and my passion of public speaking and just saying words, because this is something I'm so proud of, and I love it, and I love sharing it. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you've enjoyed this. You could leave comments, feedback, whatever you want. You could even try to put me down a little. I don't really care at this point. All I want is to just be okay.